Hi everyone, it's Marla. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Halloween. This is your weekly reading for the week of October 31st. And in honor of the last Venus-Mars conjunction, which happens this week, I'm going to be talking a little bit about relationships. And if you would like to have a personal relationship reading with me, you can visit my website at eclipseastro.com. So the first card up is the overall energy this week. And that card is Temptations. So this week, Spirit is inviting us to take a good look at ourselves and find out where we are creating things that are holding us back. Where is our self-defeating behavior? Are we full of self-doubts? Are we stuck in fear? Do we numb ourselves with drugs and alcohol? Are we in a codependent relationship? It's time to let this go. It's holding us back. It's keeping us stuck. And now is a big time for us to move forward. So I know we've been focusing on this a lot. This card in the standard deck is the Devil card. We've had the Devil card frequently, but there is still more to be faced. The second card up is our Hidden Influence, and that card is Judgment. So the Hidden Influence is we have a big decision coming up in front of us, a life-changing decision, and we're going to need to use our judgment. The reason why we need to let go of this self-defeating behavior is because Spirit wants us to make this decision based on positivity and not based on negative. You know, a big thing that holds us back is negative thinking. I know I personally have recently had a big experience with this. We don't want to be coming to this decision through negative thoughts. We want to be empowered when we make this decision. And we want to see this decision as being a positive, transformative event in our life. This card, the Judgment card, is also showing us that we can break free and heal these things that are holding us back now. And there is an aspect helping us this week. We have Pallas Athena square the nodes. And Pallas Athena helps us see patterns. So we're seeing the patterns between our old behaviors, which is South Node, that which we brought from past lives and earlier in this life. And, you know, not all the things that we bring with us are bad, but if something is holding us back, then Pallas is helping us see it so that we can release it, because it's not coming forward with us any further in this life. And the asteroid Apollo is there, conjunct the North Node now. So Apollo is offering us healing. All right, sorry about that. Oh, Jupiter. I wanted to mention Jupiter is opposed Chiron as well. And that aspect is helping us heal. This card is also about making a decision between the lower self, which is ego, and the higher self, which is our soul. And we want to make sure that we're making that decision from our higher self. So I want to talk a bit about the Mars-Venus conjunction right now. This is the third one this year. This is a rare occurrence. They're not going to meet exactly again for a while. And this has been helping us transform relationships, as well as, the Saturn and Scorpio, the nodes going through Libra Aries. We've had these eclipses in Libra Aries. This is all helping us get clear on our relationships and healing the disparity between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I'm really feeling with this last conjunction that the change has happened and we're ready to end the cycle of learning about what we need in relationships, and we're ready to go forward implementing the changes that we know we need to make. And we have Jupiter is also conjunct Venus and Mars. And that's our beliefs. So, our beliefs about relationships and about men and women has changed. Chiron is there opposing it, offering healing. And Uranus is forming an inconjunct, showing us that with a little bit of effort, we can come up with new ways. We can have a revolutionary new type of relationship. Now, these cards that I'm using, they're called the Lover's Path Tarot. And besides having the traditional tarot meanings, they also have famous couples from history and mythology on them. And Spirit guided me to talk about the couples that are on these cards today. And they showed me that the connection between the two of them is sacred love versus profane love. And in the first card, the Judgment card, we have Tannhauser. Excuse me. And Tannhauser is a German myth that was made famous by the composer Wagner in his opera of the same name. And Tannhauser was a knight and a minstrel, and he was in love with the fair lady Elizabeth, who was very pure. And he kept getting sidetracked from her and running off to a place called Venusberg, which was full of, as you can imagine, sensual pleasures, prostitutes and taverns and that sort of thing. And in the end, Elizabeth died of a broken heart. So we see Tannhauser was living from ego, chasing egoic things, and he wasn't following his soul. And Tannhauser died after finding out about Elizabeth. He also died of a broken heart. So we see a metaphor there between profane love and sacred love. In the Temptations card, we have Francesca and Paolo. And this is from Dante's Inferno. And Francesca was married to Giovanni. And Giovanni was a hero, but in the process of becoming a hero, he was crippled and disfigured. And Francesca ended up having a long-term affair with his brother, Paolo, who was young and beautiful. And the metaphor here is, we have Paolo, who represents physical beauty and youth, those things that are admired by the ego, and Giovanni, who represents honor and integrity and the soul. And also Spirit said to me that Giovanni also represents the soul, in that our soul is scarred and bruised and damaged from everything that we've gone through. And when we really love from our souls, we have to accept the whole person, scars and all. We can't just accept the physical beauty and the charm. Those things are fleeting. Youth is fleeting. Material goods, wealth, sex without love, all these things are fleeting. So the changes that we're going to be implementing with this last Venus-Mars conjunction is we're going to be changing from profane love into sacred love, from ego love to soul love, from love based on looks and materialism to love that's based on respect and honor of the other person. What can I bring to you to help you grow versus what are you going to give to me to make me feel important? Very, very powerful change coming to us in relationships over the next few years. So the last card up is our advice from Spirit. 10 of Swords. So another ending. This card is also saying that there's an important choice coming up. And this card is about getting clarity around a relationship. Seeing something that you didn't realize before. Seeing it in its true essence. And realizing that you have to let it go. And in many cases, the change is going to be forced upon you because you're going to see something clearly and you're going to realize that you just cannot stay there any longer. It's kind of out of your hands type of things. You may find that someone has stabbed you in the back, that someone has lied to you. But it doesn't have to be anything that dramatic. It could just be that you take off your rose-colored glasses and see things honestly. Again, Spirit wants us to not focus on the ending, but focus on the new beginning that comes after the ending. Remember, the universe hates a vacuum. So when something leaves, something new comes in its place. And it's just all part of the cycle, the beginning and ending cycle that we've all been going through. And I know for one, I'm looking forward to new beginnings. And I hope you are too. Have a great week. Remember that I love you, and I will see you next week.